Hello, welcome to Access Central. My name's Andy Hersman. Thanks for watching, and this should be an interesting show. I normally don't like to be on television, but I'm opinionated, and a lot of other people are too, so I figured, what the hell? Make a show. Free speech. Let's get this going. If you agree or disagree, you're invited to call and leave a message, and I will air your opinions. 631-440-6012. 440-6012. Okay. What do we talk about? The first thing I wanted to talk about was these prescription drug commercials that are on TV. I mean, it's getting a little ridiculous. I remember in the old days, you'd go to the doctor and they would find out what's wrong with you, and then they would prescribe you a drug if you needed it. And now they're got all these commercials on TV, and half of the commercials are just listing the side effects from these drugs. So that should tell you something right there, right? But anyway, what's going on is ridiculous, because then these people, they go to the doctor and they demand these drugs because they're prescription, and what's the doctor supposed to do? Either they give in and then they're responsible for what happens, or they lose a patient, I guess. I don't know. It's a little silly. I think that's kind of what happened with Michael Jackson, right? I mean, Michael Jackson would demand drugs, and the doctor would give in, his personal doctor. And now he's responsible for it, right? He's going, well, I don't know if he's going to jail or not, but he's definitely going on trial for it. So what do you think about these prescription drug commercials? I mean, should they be allowed? Call me up, 631-440-6012. Let me know what you think about that. And we'll take a quick break, because I found something on the internet that I thought was funny, especially for you people who are into TV production. Check this out.
Do you need shots of ordinary people doing things for your next commercial? We got that B-roll.
We got that B-roll.
Two men pointing at an office file? We got that B-roll. Bored man flipping through channels? We got that B-roll. Angry man in traffic? Yeah, we got that B-roll. What do you want him to wear? Casual? Upscale casual? Business? We got that B-roll. Why does he look so upset? Maybe he's late for work. Nope, he's at work. He's a B-roll actor. Happy couple walking on the beach? We got that B-roll. Want that happy couple to kiss? No problem. Want him to get a little fresh with the lady? Done. Hey, you two, cut it out and stare at the ocean so I can get B-roll of that. That's better. What a nice view of the ocean. That's B-roll of the ocean. Think that's all the B-roll we got? Not even close. Overwhelmed man trying to pay bills? Yeah, we got it. Frustrated man looking for a job in the paper? You know we got it. And lunch meeting success. Hey, look, that's me. I like my B-roll so much I'm in it. Kirk Gibson hitting a game-winning home run in the '88 World Series. No! That's too specific. That is not B-roll. Doctor talking to smiling patient. We got that B-roll. Man having trouble sleeping. Got it. What's his problem? He doesn't like being in B-roll? I was just in some B-roll and I loved it. The sneezer, backache, headache, and depressed woman touching a wall. Why is she touching the wall? I don't know. That's what depressed people do, right? Don't judge the B-roll. Listen, we got all that B-roll and thousands more. So come on down to our B-roll warehouse. Just kidding. That's B-roll. I fooled you, see? That's how good our B-roll is. We got that B-roll.
We got that B-roll.
You know we do.
To order your B-roll, call 1-800-BBB-ROLL. That's 1-800-BBB-ROLL. Call now.
All right, we're back. That was B-roll. Little comedy sketch there, but I thought it was pretty funny. It was done very well, and I found that on YouTube, so figured I'd share it with everybody. What's the next topic I want to talk about? Let's see. I was going to talk about banks. How about banks? I can't stand them. I mean, they just, where do I start? I mean, first they invented the ATM machine, right? So they fire a lot of tellers, and they tell, the people to use the ATM machines instead of the tellers. And it used to be free. And then they started charging, 25 cents, 50 cents. I've seen one now for $4 to take money out. And they claim it's a convenience charge, but think about it. They're saving so much money on not hiring a teller, and then they're getting a convenience charge on top of it. So that's just, they have just so many different fees. They just, got to have a certain amount of money in your account, all these rules and fine print, and, they raise your credit card rates. And all this, they used our taxpayer money to get bailed out, and then they go around and treat us like that. I mean, and what's the alternative, right? Got to cash your checks. Oh, they have us. What do you think about that? That's another topic. Call me 631-440-6012. Let me know what you think about that. Are all banks like that? I don't know. I know there's one bank that's actually open on Sundays and has nice customer service, but I don't know. Is that enough? Okay. What other topics are there? I want to talk about overconfidence. How children are very overconfident nowadays. I don't know if you've been on the internet lately. If you go to YouTube, excuse me, if you go to YouTube, or if you go to some of the other social websites, maybe, a lot of teenagers use the internet to socialize. And I tell you, some of the things that they write is just very scary. I mean, curse words and, racial slurs. And, when I was a kid, things were a lot different. I didn't see them, you couldn't even say dang, never mind the F word. You just couldn't do it. Matter of fact, here, let me show you a clip. This happened a year ago. This was Sue Simmons, and she, I don't know, she got mad at something and said the F word on the air. This is it. Take a look.
11 paying more at the grocer, but getting less. We'll tell you how to get the most. The fuck are you doing? We need to acknowledge an unfortunate mistake that I made, and one of the teases we bring to you before this program. While we were live, just after 10 o'clock, I said a word that many people find offensive. I'm truly sorry. It was a mistake on my part, and I sincerely apologize.
Okay, so then, she apologized, obviously. I don't think the apology was very sincere because she read it off a teleprompter. And, it didn't. She's a professional at reading a teleprompter, so of course it looks sincere, but I'm sure she just read that to keep her $2.5 million a year job. But anyway, if you go to YouTube and you see some of the comments that people leave, especially these teenagers, it's unbelievable. They say things like, oh, well, it was just a mistake. Everybody says that word. It's no big deal. Oh my gosh, it's no big deal. Crazy? First of all, if it's not a big deal, then why'd she have to apologize, right? And, everybody says it. Come on. Everybody says it. They don't all say it on national TV, right? Well, that wasn't really national. That was local. But still, millions of people were subjected to it. And there are FCC rules about that. So, not that I'm for censorship, but, the airwaves still belong to the public. And, that wasn't called for. it was a mistake. I mean, I know people who have, jobs that aren't close to $2.5 million a year, and they get fired for making so-called mistakes, right? So this lady, she still has her cushy job. So, but that's the attitude people have now with cursing and I don't know. We went from Leave It to Beaver to well, here I got another clip. Watch this kid. I don't know. Does he think he's tough or something? I don't know how old he is. He's probably in his 20s, I guess. But, I mean, what's he trying to prove there? What is the attitude? Overconfidence. And that's the thing, again, I wanted to talk about, overconfidence. These kids go around, they act like they have no, what do you call it? They just own everything. They're adults don't matter. They don't have any respect anymore for adults. They think they own everything. They think they know everything. I don't know. I was taught to respect people who are older than me, and I still do, actually. But think about it. Why did they get away with this? I think part of it is the schools are teaching people how to be confident instead of teaching them how to be smart. They're teaching them, confidence will get you everything. And I think that's putting a cart before the horse. Because if you think about it, you used to become confident when you achieve something. Well, I like to think of it like an airline pilot, for example. He's confident that he can fly the plane because he's, gone to school for it, he's practiced it, he's done it. So yeah, he's confident he can fly the plane. But you can have somebody else who's never flown a plane, and they can be confident they can fly a plane, and guess what happens? The confidence alone will not help them fly the plane. They'll crash it, obviously. So, I don't know why this confidence is so important. I mean, it's good to be confident, but overconfident when, you think you can do something when you really can't, and just walk around like you own everything because you're so overconfident, and it bothers me. I think it has something to do with why people are so rude against, each other. They think, they're better than everybody else. And, even adults. I mean, look how they drive nowadays. Like, for example, I went to a 4-way stop sign, and I stopped, made my complete stop. And the next person comes, and what do? Instead of stopping and letting me go, like they're supposed to do, no, they see that I'm stopped, so they just fly through their stop sign. Boom, that's it. People do what they want now. No one ever stops at a stop sign. I don't get it. And, they talk on their cell phones, and they know it's illegal, but they do it anyway, right? They're better than the law. The law doesn't apply to them, right? What's this stupid game we're playing? Really, grow up. Well, what do you think? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. 631-440-6012. Leave a message on what you think, and I'll play it on the air. Some people don't have time to make their own TV shows, so we'll do it that way. All right. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah, well, basically the same thing. It's, people who, I don't know what happened. We in the old days, you know, you used to be able to go over your neighbor's house and borrow a cup of sugar or, you know, whatever. And I don't know. Where did all that go? What happened to people? Most people don't even know their neighbors anymore. The world has changed a lot in the past 30, 40 years, and I don't know if it's for better or for worse. I mean, the technology is better, but well, what do you think? I mean, I remember when doctors used to make house calls. You know, I remember when businesses used to take care of their employees. You know, they gave them a pension. You know, you had relatively pretty good job security as long as you came in on time and did what you were supposed to do. You know, nowadays, you know, companies will just fire a bunch of people right across the board, basically, and then what happens? You know, it doesn't matter how good you are, how long you've been with the company, you know, so all these things that people are brought up to think that are valuable, like loyalty to a company, you know, coming in on time and doing your best. I mean, why should they think that anymore when they're just going to get laid off anyway, right? It's pretty scary out there. But then again, you know, what are the alternatives? These big companies have control now. They always pretty much had control, but now more so. Now that the Supreme Court has actually ruled that a corporation can spend unlimited amount of money on a ad campaign for political purposes, political ad campaigns. So then basically they can just buy whatever candidate. I mean, come on. It's getting ridiculous, right? Well, I don't know. Maybe you have a different idea. You tell me. 631-440-6012. Let me know. I'd like to know your opinion also. I'm just spouting off my opinions. What else? Where was I? Big corporations. I can go on and on about that, but you know, when I get your feedback, we'll get back to all these topics. Okay, let's talk about what else? What's going on in the world? Let's see. I made a list, so I have to look it up. Okay, we talked about. I should do a Sarah Palin and write it on my hand, huh? Is that something else? I mean, she was almost the vice president. I don't know. People seem to like her. I don't know. I mean, can't they see how uneducated she is? And maybe people like that. I mean, look at George Bush was president for, 8 years? And matter of fact, I have a clip. Check this out.
Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning? And find out that the literacy level of our children are appalling. Why don't you volunteer? Why don't you help mentor a child how to read? And you're working hard to put food on your family.
I think we ought to raise the age at which juveniles can have a gun.
Families is where our nation finds hope, where wings take dream.
What you can do to help is you can love a neighbor just like you'd like to be loved yourself.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
Poor people aren't necessarily killers. Just because you happen to be not rich doesn't mean you're willing to kill.
It's your money. You paid for it.
In my state of the union, or my speech to the nation, whatever you want to call it, I asked Americans to give 4,000 hours over the rest of your life of service to America. That's what I asked. I said 4,000 hours. That's not good enough for America. 10th is 10 spots too low.
Can't living with the bill means it won't become law.
The legislature's job is to write law. It's the executive branch job to interpret law. Because they want the federal government controlling the Social Security like it's some kind of federal program.
Well, I understand that
the unrest in the Middle East creates unrest throughout the region. You see, free nations are peaceful nations. Free nations don't attack each other. Free nations don't develop weapons of mass destruction. For a century and a half now, America and Japan have formed one of the great and enduring alliances of modern times. Africa is a nation that suffers from incredible disease. I think war is a dangerous place. It'll take time to restore chaos. One of history's worst tyrants. And in so doing, we not only freed the American people, we made our own people more secure. Not one doubt in my mind that we will fail. I didn't realize I had dyslexia. Tariffs and barriers everywhere are torn down. In order for us to get the framework, the groundwork, not framework, the groundwork to discuss a framework for peace, to lay the... All right, Karen is with us, a West Texas girl, just like me. He can't take the high horse and then claim the low road. That this Thursday, ticket counters and airplanes will fly out of Ronald Reagan Airport. I think if you know what you believe, it makes it a lot easier to answer questions. I can't answer.
Yep, George Bush. Oh my God, that guy was president. You know, it's scary because, you know, when I look at a president, I want to say, wow, that guy, he's way smarter than me. He's running the the country. You know, and he should be somebody I look up to and not have to, correct all the time. No, George, it's not pronounced nuclear. I mean, really. I don't know. The dumbing down of America, I think. That's another topic. Are people getting stupider? I can't even say the word. Are people getting dumber? I mean, it seems like everybody cares about, ball games, what the football score is, who won American Idol, stuff like that they know about, but, important issues. Matter of fact, an Australian TV station did a survey about how much people know about 9/11 even. You'd think you'd never forget that, right? Especially somebody in New York. Well, watch this.
What year did the 9/11 terrorist attack take place?
2000.
Wasn't it 2002, I think?
2004.
And I was in New York when it happened. I don't even remember.
In what month did the 9/11 attacks take place?
October.
August, I think.
9th month, was it October?
Can you recall the exact date of the 9/11 attacks?
Well, it was September 9th.
September 9th.
Yeah, it was, September, 9/11, September 1st.
September the 1st.
Wasn't it 16th, I think?
15th?
Wasn't it 16th?
16th of August. Okay. What religion did the 9/11 terrorists belong to? Was it Hindu, Islam, or atheist?
Hindu. Hindu?
They were stupid. That's what religion they were. They were stupid. They were like some stupid Muslims, whoever they were.
How many people died in the 9/11 attacks? Was it 3,000, 30,000, or 3 million?
30,000?
30,000.
I don't want to be wrong. It was a lot. Millions.
Millions?
Yeah, I guess.
So we put 3 million?
Yeah, go ahead. Millions.
In which two cities did the 9/11 attacks take place?
Pennsylvania and New York City.
New York.
And?
I just believe New York.
In two cities?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. I thought it was only New York City, unless something I missed.
Yeah?
Did I miss something?
Pretty scary, huh? Oh, boy. So, what do you think about that? 631-440-6012. And one more thing before I go. I'm a big fan of independent music. And I like to play music from bands that aren't signed from major labels. This one is from Wiggins. And I guess you can visit her on the web at SeanWiggins.com. Check out the song by her.
All right, this is my disgruntled housewife song. Well, you got home 4 o'clock, fumbled with the front lock, looked like what the cab I dragging. Tripped on a baseball, took a pretty bad fall, started mumbling something about sin. Well, you sat in your old chair, figured just asleep there, knew that I was gonna be mad. I turned off the porch light, put off a big fight, the morning it was gonna be bad. 'Cause I knew what he would say, it's the same thing every darn day, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's none of your business, as usual, I was just out with the boys. Put on the coffee, drive the kids to school, and let's get back to business, as usual. Woo-hoo. Well, I didn't sleep last night, I was thinking that it wasn't right. It was time he learned a thing or two. I packed the kids, called Mom, she asked if there's something wrong. Said I got a couple things to do. I put out the shotgun, uncapped the tall one, settled down and wait for a while. They walked in the front door, saw what he was in for, must have been something in my smile. 'Cause I knew what he would say, it's the same thing every darn day, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's none of your business, as usual, I was just out with the boys. Put on the coffee, drive the kids to school, and let's get back to business, as usual. So our disgruntled housewife is feeling a whole lot better. Now, I don't recommend her methods, guns and drinking and stuff like that, but seemed to work out this time. 'Cause now he's been helping, now nothing to fight about. I think we're doing pretty fine. Still got the boys, not nothing, that's alright, 'cause I'm making sure I get mine. I tell you, it's a brand new day, and if I come home late, you might as well me say, it's none of your business, as usual, I was just out with the girls. Put on the coffee, drive the kids to school, and let's get back to business, as usual, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, that was Sean Wiggins. Hope you enjoyed it. My name's Andy Hersman. You're watching Access Central. Again, call me 631-440-6012. I'll see you next week, and thanks for watching.